Could be
I'd
living with
rather
your mom.
live in a giant blue hellhole than Podunk Nowhere. Because at least blue hellhole is functional.
I mean,
Yeah, barely, but still.
Okay.
the
Still.
whole shutting down the
You
road
guys are live
sounds
now.
all.
Take it away, Drex. I'm gonna mute.
All right, so we got everybody here for this gaming episode to talk about a game that we've all played together and against and enjoyed ourselves in, which is one Mario Party Superstars for the Nintendo Switch, which is a compilation of the best games and boards and all other forms of shenanigans from the Mario Party series up to this point. I'm thoroughly convinced that Super Mario Party, which was the first one that came out, is when I say first, I don't mean the original, the one that's on the Switch. That's its Joy-Con only is the worst Mario Party game. Don't even acknowledge that game ever happened. Although I think that's one of the ones that may have had like one good mini game, maybe. But for this episode, we're gonna just focus on the one that I believe is the quintessential Mario Party game. And everyone that's here, I got NCAA Cat with me, I got Yoshkin with me, Koopa with me, Whiplash with me, and Five Simple Words with me. And all of us have varying degrees of Mario Party knowledge and backstory. I was there for the original. Were any of you other guys out here for the original? Back
Yes,
in 99?
I had an N64 with my brother that we shared, and we would get everybody to come over, and it was unmitigated amounts of fuck shit. It was so much fun.
Oh,
I had one too. My we were broke, so when the PS2 era came, we were still using the N64 and
Nice.
playing Mario Party 1.
You know what's crazy about the original Mario Party is that this is when the analog controller was brand new. And
Mario Party destroyed your controllers.
It destroyed the controller and the palm of your hand, it's now become a meme. I don't know if any of you guys have seen. There's an actual little meme of the Mario Party gash in the center of your hand from rotating the controller games.
Oh, I thought you were going to go with they sprained their thumbs or some shit.
Oh, no. Well, in the original, you had to do the games where you had to rotate as fast as you can.
Oh, and the only way you can do that is with your palm.
With your palm. And eventually, you literally would gash it out. It would run that raw. And you just had a divot in your hand. And we eventually got to a point where all of us were like, yeah, man, we're not doing these games anymore. Because it was that painful.
Guys, my hand's been scarred 40 times over and over. I can't do it anymore.
Funny enough about that, right?
Tissue back.
Nintendo actually got into a lawsuit about that, and they had to issue out gloves for everyone that requested that.
Oh yeah, you guys,
that.
I actually got it right here. Oh wait, I don't think. Well, if you guys are on StreamYard, you won't be able to see it. But anyway, actually, if you guys can look at me right now,
looking at you,
check this out.
No fucking way!
It's become a meme for the injury.
Drex, that's carrying over today.
How is that a Nintendo problem?
No, because so what happened is Nintendo made it so that they had games where that's the only way you could realistically win was to use the base of your hand. The problem, of course, was that you had to do it so rapidly in the N64 analog was such that you could do it that fast. Because modern analog sticks can't rotate as fast as the N64 could. I mean, you could go on your Switch and try to rotate it as fast as you can. It kind of it catches your hand. The PS1, PS2, all that it catches, but the N64 in particular would just keep spinning as fast as humanly possible, and it was just brutal. But
it's carrying over today.
Oh, what's that?
If you put in some of those spinning ones were brought back in that Mario Party we played.
Yep.
There is a warning that says do not use your palm.
It does. Yeah. So I think in order to make it so that you don't get injured, they have to increase the sensitivity of every rotation, right? So so if you're using your thumb, you're going like this. You're trying to rotate your thumb. It has to have the sensitivity of 3 rotations from the old ones. Now, that being said, wait, Kat says she can't hear anything? Why is that? I just noticed that. I don't know why that is.
Maybe she has bad internet.
Oh,
right now. She's in a bad spot.
maybe. Now, Kat is funny since hopefully she'll figure out her internet situation. So she's funny because she's one of the few people who had never heard. I don't think Words did either. Words, you're another newbie, right? You're a Mario Party noob.
Yeah, I mean, I heard of Mario Party and the fuck shit that was the game, but I had never really played it. Mind you, I haven't really played console games since N64. So, yeah,
What is your overall takeaway from the zany craziness of Mario Party?
Okay, this Mario Party Superstars is essentially what video gaming was back in the 90s. You would sit there with your brother, your sister, your friends, and the fuck shit was real. They're reaching over there, and we can't do all that stuff like where you reach over there and mess with their controller or look at their screen. But I mean, that energy is captured in this game for sure.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, though. I was telling the guys, so I was sitting there hanging with Kat. I said, as great as Mario Party is online, it's 10 times better if all of us were in the same room, right? Because like you said, there's a certain energy that you get when you're physically in the same room. Like I said, it's still great online. Obviously, we have the Discord, so we have like the voice chat. I think that's a huge part of it. But it's like there's a certain energy that like I don't think any other game has. And I want to get you guys' take on this topic. When Dollhouse Phil said that he had kind of removed himself from like modern video games, he said one of the reasons why is because he said like they stopped being fun, they stopped being innovative. There's something that Mario Party has that no other game, I don't believe any other game has. I think it's the only game that I can think of where everyone has fun at all times, even when you're losing. Because Whiplash got hosed in a way that I haven't seen someone get hosed in Mario Party in a long time. I mean, like the whole game. Like usually, like, you know, you get hosed for like, you know, like you go like 5 turns where like bad things happen. But like the whole game.
And my luck was ridiculous too.
Yeah. And then Koopa was on the opposite end with like unprecedented good luck for the whole game. It was like,
Dude,
wait a minute.
he won every
game. It was like just somehow he like stumbled into.
I couldn't get to the award ceremony. Both games I was about to win, we've all lost internet connection.
Oh yeah. There was the internet connection loss. That one sucked.
Both times I was leading.
The one time that he did lose that I thought was hilarious was so for those who obviously weren't there, Kat was I think in third or last, and she makes a 3-turn turnaround in the most ludicrous fashion. So it was like someone landed on chance time. It might have been Words or somebody. They land on chance time. It was a star swap. Kat lands on a special block to get another star, then went straight to the star Toad and spent 20 coins on a star, like all within 3 turns. And it was like, and all Koopa could do was just like, no! It was just like,
yeah.
The lunacy of the mini games. I want to ask you guys this: what is you guys' like favorite mini games that comes to mind? We'll start with Words.
Favorite mini game I would have to say is God, what was it? It was the it's that one where you're trying to stay on that platform.
Oh, the mushroom mix-up.
Yeah, except where somebody gets like supersized, so you have to like, run around and avoid them.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. What do you guys remember the name of that one? It's with all the blocks, and then like you get the mushroom. Yeah, and you gotta try to stay on. Like shit, there's so many mini games. I forgot the name of that one. I know which one you're talking about though. Yeah, because the one person gets the mushroom, and then they're big, and then they try to knock you off. The funny thing about that game and some of the other ones is that like everybody is like if you notice Words, it's just frantic, right? Like the energy in these games is just frantic because like you're always trying to punch the other person or knock them out of the way, block them out, and you being that like you know you're new to the series. What do you think about the fact that like the game is so easy just to understand? Like, you know, because you've never played it, and someone's like, "Oh yeah, you'll figure it out," and you play, and it's a virtual board game. What do you think about like this the ease of understanding how the game is played?
It's certainly it's not congruent with what I'm used to. There's all the other games I play there's like a learning curve to it. At least the competitive ones. And this is the first competitive game I played where you don't really have to know anything. You just play the damn game. You could wind up being the shittiest player for the first four or five rolls of the dice, and then the next thing you know, like you get just the fuckery. Like you could wind up from going from nothing to having everything, and then when the awards are dished out, I mean, somebody basically takes the slot because they got an extra star. So you never know.
Yeah. Like someone landed on X amount of red spots, or you won the most mini games, or you collected the most coins, like whatever the little extra little stars are at the end, which I think adds another layer. Whiplash, what is your favorite mini game?
Oh, my favorite's gotta be the big snowball one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Like you know, Whiplash. This is what's funny about that game, and just all the mini games in Mario Party. What do you think about the silly looking animations of the characters in these mini games?
It's so great because you know how like we're talking about all our interactions and the energy of old 90s gaming, right? Where everyone was just shit talking and all this other stuff, and it was great. That kind of spirit is captured with the animations of the characters. It's great.
Yeah, the thing is, like, they're so over exaggerated. Like, it adds this layer of character, and like I said, I've always said like it's charm, right? Like when people ask me why is it that Nintendo has survived all of the wokeness and all this stuff, it's because their characters are basically eternal, right? They're beyond legendary. They're eternal characters, and I think that it's their charm. Like, you know, when you land on a Bowser space, right? So you land on the space, the way that Bowser taunts you and mocks you, and like the way that your characters, as Bowser's taking your money, they're like, ah, they do like little funny little motions and stuff. All of these things just add that layer of charm, and like you can't help but laugh as it's happening because, like,
dude, Bowser's gleeful fuckery is my spirit animal of that.
Well, yeah, like, he'll hit you for like 25 coins to buy like a mushroom or something, right? Like
and then it won't work, and he'll laugh his ass off,
and he'll laugh, and it's like it's just in your face. It's just all those little moments just like add that extra layer to the game. Koopa, you are next. What is your favorite mini game?
I mean, it's hard to choose, but if I had to choose my favorite set, it'd be the entire N64 set, due to the nostalgia just of the entire mini games from Mario Party 1 that means a lot to me. From Shy Guy Says being the BS,
I think that's my favorite.
That one's the one that still to this day sticks with me, just because Shy Guy tricks you with here's the white
every
one. You're
time.
just like, and it gets me every time.
Every time.
That one and then there's the one where you're trying to hide in the barrel and not get caught by Chain Chomp.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, all of them have a special place in my heart, including anytime there was any BS or anytime one of us lost. My brother and I got so into the game, we would never mess with each other's controller. We had a gentleman's agreement: you don't touch each other's controller, but nothing says we can't punch each other when one of us won.
Oh, of course.
Next morning, we both woke up with bruises.
Oh god, well, those are the good old days. And so here's what's so funny though, Koopa. These games, right? You're referring to the original Mario Party. The game came out in '99. I want you guys to think about how many games you've played that came out in that era that hold up today. Nothing, right? Because it's like the mechanics work, right? Like the silly mini games work. The virtual board works, the cheese works, like the whole experience I think works. So like I think that's why, like you said, Shy Guy Says or Mushroom Mix Up, like I just think that these games work just because like they're meant to be simple and fun, just like Monopoly, right? Monopoly is eternal, Candyland, like board games in general I think are eternal. And I think that's why the original Mario Party and those first mini games work so well. Yosh, you are up next. What is your favorite mini game, sir?
I actually have a lot of them, but some of the mini games
Oh, just name them.
some of the mini games you guys actually didn't know the names of. I was looking up while it wasn't my turn. Mushroom Mash was the first one. Snowball Summit was Whiplash's. Sneaking Snores was Koopa's. But some of my favorite has to be Bowser's Big Blast because you don't know what the hell is going to happen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what though? The games like that, right? Like what is that? The honeycomb game where it's like,
It's pure luck.
It's pure luck. Like you could be the most skilled gamer in the history of games, right? And still lose just because, like, well, hey, if you're at a certain spot and then let's say you're 3 away from the honeycomb, and all of a sudden one guy hits 1, the next guy hits 2, and they're like, well, you're it. Like, there's nothing you can do.
And the worst part about the honeycomb game, Drexel, is that when you've got 4 players and everybody is perfectly skilled, right? It's a net neutral in skill across the board, which forces it to be even more about luck.
Oh yeah. There's some of those mini games.
It literally comes down to what order you're in. If you're equally skilled.
Well, Yosh's game, I think, is what makes his so funny is that, like, so Yosh, do you notice though, when your character walks over and squeezes the little thing, right, little device, do you notice how long it takes to find out if it's Bowser or if it's just Steam?
Yeah, it's even funnier with DK because he looks like he's praying that he doesn't.
Yeah.
He looks like this man
yeah, he is. He's praying to the heavens, like, please don't.
Please don't. It's like it's all those, like I said, it's those little things that just work, right? Like what is the other one where you have to be able to guess where it's the 1 versus 3 game where you have to guess where, if they're hiding behind the house or the mushroom or the bush or whatever. It's
that
like,
one is hide and seek. Actually.
Hide and seek. Yeah, it's something about these games that, like I said, it's the animations that I think just work so well. That like you said, when you're thinking about some of these games, there's like, I think that suspense element and like that chance element adds to the fun, right? Like you don't know, even no matter how skilled you are, there are certain games that you just don't know, right?
I would give credit to the visual effects and music, because the music keeps you engaged. It's not too annoying. Either stage, the music's always like at least peaceful and calm to try to keep everyone from killing each other. And in the mini games, the music goes crazy and it gets you more pumped up.
Oh yeah.
The visual effects of when you get a star, you start to, the way they did it, the way they handled the sound effects makes getting the star much more, how do I say it? It makes it much more feel good.
Well, yeah. There's lots of visual cues and audio cues in the game. Like you said, like the character as Toad gives you the star, right? It's spinning and sparkling and like lands above your head, and it's like it's very it's similar to when you first play The Legend of Zelda, right? Link, holds up the item above his head, and you get the of course the little sound effect that's eternal now, like Metroid is. Audio cues I think are good. I think Kat's thing works, hopefully. Kat, what is your favorite minigame? Let's hope her thing works. She's muted for some reason.
Yeah, no, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. All right, Kat, what is your favorite minigame?
Well, I think you know the football.
Oh, of course, because you're a football gal.
Because I destroy at it every single time. As far as team player one, me and you love the dungeon.
Oh yeah, the dungeon. Wait, what is that? It's something crawlers, right? Dungeon duos, I think.
Yeah, I think that we started.
It's Dungeon Dash.
Your favorite game is the Dungeon Duo?
Oh, yeah, no. So we were playing that one. Kat and I we played a game maybe 10 times in a row. We were playing the pizza game, Eats a Pizza or Pizza Eat, whatever the hell it is. And if you guys want to like really wear yourselves out, play that game, but boost up the computer difficulty.
Oh,
and watch how ludicrous it is. Like it's inhuman how fast they are.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, eat some
Well, and
pizza.
also there's probably another game that I'm sure you can think of that I constantly want to play. I'm trying to think, because I know there's another one that I'm always wanting to play it.
I know which one you hate. You hate the one I love,
Which
is of
is
course Shy Guy Says.
Shy Guy Says.
Shy Guy Says is one of the funny. It is one of the ultimate mini games in history.
Oh yeah, I do hate that one.
What do you think about his fake outs? Like that, he starts off so simple, right? Like it has like
Well,
it
that's
has
what
that.
ticks me off
Is that
about it.
Beethoven's? Is it Beethoven's music that's playing?
No, do you know what the one I hate more than that is the fishing one?
Oh yeah, no. I will say this though. For whatever reason, on the N64 controller, that game was much easier. I don't know how to describe it, but it's terrible on anything other than N64. Castaway, yeah. Koopa, have you noticed how much harder that game is to control your thing? Like, whereas on the N64, it felt easy.
Yeah, because the modern day controllers are a lot more sensitive than what they used to be.
Yeah, it doesn't work right. Like I said, it's hard to describe, but like if you played the original, it just like you flicked it like the right amount, and it worked. It seemed like it worked like 90% of the time. I do want to ask you guys this: what do you think about, for those of you who already played Mario Party in the past? What do you guys think about the trial run? Oh, is that who's echoing?
I think it might be you.
It can't be me. I'm on a computer. It might be words.
It's fives. It's fives.
All right, it's words. Yeah, it's yours is echoing. Yeah, so words, if you're not speaking, make sure you mute yourself. Otherwise it... All right, there we go. Yeah, it's his. Yeah, so let me ask you guys this. What do you guys think about, like I said, for all of you who grew up with Mario Party, what do you think about having a trial run before you play the mini game? Because that didn't exist back in the day.
It causes so much tension. I love it.
I think the trial run is like one of the best additions, because like back in the day, you land on a mini, you land on a spot, it gives you a random mini game, and it explained it, but you didn't quite know exactly what the hell was going on, right? You're kind of like, wait, what am I doing? Yeah, because you saw it, but like it was hard to like understand exactly what it was you were doing. It's like now it's like, oh, okay, I get a trial, right? I get to, okay, so this is what I'm doing. Okay, got it, right? And then now you kind of know.
The best part is it makes it a fair and even playing field, so that like even though it's still fuck shit and that's great and all, it doesn't get to the point where you're like, well, if I just knew what the hell this was supposed to be, then I'd have a chance. Because that's just frustrating.
Oh yeah.
Like that's actually not fun.
Yeah. Now let me ask you guys this. I'll ask words first, and then Cat. Since they're
Hey guys, hang on. Too much echo. Who's echoing?
Words.
Yeah, if you're not talking, keep your microphone muted, and please use headphones. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so I'll ask Kat first, since hers is not echoing. So Kat, let me ask you this. What do you think about the fact that I remember I'm not saying you were against playing Mario Party, but you were kind of like, what is it? You're kind of like a little like what is this thing? Like, what do you think about just the ease of being able to jump in to a game that I think you would agree just like everyone enjoys the whole time? Wait, why is your thing? You might be on like 1G internet.
Well,
Ew.
no, it's. I mean, it's, and I didn't really understand it, especially like with all the mini games and like how you want.
I don't know what's happening to people's internet tonight. Mine, words, Cats. I think everybody's internet is on like 1G reception somehow.
Is that issue still persistent, Drex?
Oh no, now it's gone.
Okay, my mic was too sensitive.
No,
I fixed it.
It was all weird. Yeah.
Well, I'm
Now.
back to having internet, I guess.
Oh. Yeah. Now I can hear you. I don't know what's going. Like, is it? I think all of us have gotten hosed on internet tonight. So yeah, Kat. So like, you hop on the game. What was your first impression of the game?
Um, I think I liked it generally. We didn't have the help tool, so it made it harder for me because I
Mm-hmm.
was having to get you to explain, like, what am I doing? How do I do this? And so I sucked. So therefore I
Mm-hmm.
hated it. And then after we added on like the help thing where it showed you what you're supposed to do, like with the practice round, that
Mm-hmm.
made it so much easier. And I liked it a lot more after that.
Yeah, I think that's really handy, especially like I think if you're new or veteran, because like if you're veteran, you can always skip it. But like if
Yeah.
you're a noob,
Well,
you're kind of like, wait, what am I doing? Like it's like a lot of the
no.
games like they're so bizarre. You're like, wait, what?
And I will also say that I almost was like never going to play it again after he played that ghost level.
Oh god, yeah, Bowser's level is terrible. I think is it
I
Bowser's
was,
or is it Boo's level?
I don't know. I just know that after that, I was like, I'm done. I'm never playing that again. We're only playing the easy ones.
Now you have a particular favorite now, which is Peach's birthday cake,
Yes.
which I think like I said, I think the level worked just because like it's so concise. Now I got to ask you guys this. I'll start with Koopa. Koopa, what did you think about Horrorland? Yeah, that's what it was. Oh god, that level's terrible. Now, Koopa, I want to ask you this. So you're sitting down with your brothers and everything. What do you think about the fact that you have this game where like you can't help but like it's almost like it's not just a blast from the past. It's like going back into your own childhood, regardless of what age you are. Do you think that anyone can play this game, regardless of what age they are?
Yeah, it's eternal. You could play as old as 40, 50, 60, and the game, no matter what, because of how simple it is, it's still fun. You could always pick it up and play it with family. And heck, this could definitely it could be a great drinking game if you really think about it.
Yeah, no, I think Kat said that too. We were sitting there talking about it. I think she had mentioned that because I couldn't remember what we were doing, but we were playing something, and she like brought that up. And I was like, yeah, you actually could like do you think that this is one of those, especially because like a lot of kids play? I'll ask Yoshkin this. Yosh, you know that a lot of kids are more digital now than they were in the past when kids used to play like Yahtzee, Monopoly. I'm trying to think of some of those other games, like even like Connect Four. What do you think about more kids getting into games like Mario Party, as opposed to like the traditional like board games where it's like, all right, guys, let's pull out the board game, let's get all the pieces. Whereas like Mario Party, you just push the button, fire it up, and let's go.
I know my little sister loves playing Mario Party. She would play Mario Party 6, even though that's an older one, with other friends and kicks their butt. She's like, believe me, guys, I'm not good enough at this game. I just play against somebody that's really good. But no, this game's super easy to pick up, and everyone basically loves it.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I want to ask Whip this because Whip, you were on the receiving end of all of the bad luck and bad chance for that one round. What do you think about the very nature of chance in a game like this, where it's competitive yet not really competitive?
It is just the right amount of fuckery to make absolute hilarity ensue the entire time, top to bottom, across the board.
Now, I want to ask you this follow-up question. One of the things that I think is one of the most unique features of the game that is very unique only to Mario Party. If you grew up playing like Dungeons and Dragons stuff, like you're basically your team was set, right? You had a Dungeon Master or a Dragon Master, and then
Yeah.
like your adventure guys, right?
Oh, yeah.
What makes this game unique, and I want to ask you this question, is what do you think about the very nature of the game that there's 4-player free for all, 1 versus 3, and then 2 versus 2, and then 1-on-1 in the later stages of the game?
I love it because it really allows for just the right amount of player interactions,
Mm-hmm.
which is also why I absolutely adore D&D, right?
Yep.
Because admittedly, it's taken me a long time to like.
Oh, think his internet might have gone. It might have hicked up. I'll ask that question to Kat because I know Kat loves the different mini games that are on there. Kat, what do you think about the fact that you can be friends in one game and then bitter enemies, bitter rivals one turn later?
Yeah, no, I like that. I think it, especially like whenever me and you play, it's, you know, really funny. Because, you know, it's kind of like, oh, okay, well, good job, babe.
Mm-hmm.
But
And then the very next one, it's like, yeah. Well, here's the thing though. So when Koopa was bodying us that one game, and then it's like, you know, us three versus Koopa, and then like literally like the next turn, it'll be like you and Koopa versus like Whip and I or Words and I. It's like the way that the game can constantly keep shifting.
yeah, it's hard. Like you don't really have like teams. Like you do, but you don't. Because like there were also like there were times where we were gang up on like, okay, who has the most stars? Gang up on them.
Yep.
But then when you're playing a game with
makes
the
you be
person
like
with the
jealous,
most
right?
stars, you're like, okay.
Well, I love the fact that like whoever is like when someone's like really winning, like they're like running away with it, you like naturally start to like actually hate them. You know what I'm saying? You're like, God, I just want to stick it to Koopa because like every time Koopa was winning every game in the most ludicrous ways.
What I found hilarious is when you all started teaming on me, the game gave me all the mini games where it was I ended up winning most of them.
Oh God!
And then I bought another star because I kept winning those games right before.
Let me ask you this, Koopa. When it comes to some of these blocks, right? When you land on some of these spaces, what do you think about the fact that, because like you said, I think this is only something that can exist in a virtual game, not a real game, which is, oh, land on this space, it'll do a switch around, right? It'll do a switcheroo from, you know, Bowser to Toad, or it makes something else go. What do you think that extra layer adds to the game?
It basically takes how do I say it? It takes what was Monopoly and basically says, all right, we're going to take what you just bought and we're going to give it to this person. Good luck. And it just tells you, it's just the way of the game giving you the big middle finger every now and then.
Well, now I got to ask.
Well, it also doesn't allow you.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, it also doesn't allow you to have a strategy when you land on those spaces where it just switches without you buying a star, because you're setting up like this whole time to get to the star, and then you land on the Bowser thing, and then Bowser and the star switch, and then now you're like, now I'm on the other side of the board.
Yeah, that's why I think those item, Toad's little shop, I think is so funny. When you get like the golden pipe is ultimately like the best thing ever. Now, some of these blocks I think have always kind of been funny because, like I said, when it comes to like chance time and stuff. And Words, let me ask you this: as you were playing the game, what was the thing that stood out the most to you as a first timer? Uh-oh.
Fives?
Can you hear? Or is it? Yeah. I can't hear him. That was weird.
Can you not hear me?
Oh, I can
barely
hear.
Your thing is like on like volume number 1. You might want to boost that way up.
How about,
Keep going up.
how about now?
The hell?
A little more. It's like Murphy's Law came into place today. It's Mario Party getting revenge on all of us.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, one of the things that I found so funny though is that like as we're playing, it's like it's the reason why I said like, you know, when everybody is able to have fun, even if they're winning or losing, I truly believe that it is the only game of its kind. Because I can't think of any other game where everyone is always enjoying themselves. Because like you guys notice, this is something else that I think is unique to Mario Party. You can be having fun. Let's just say we were all in the same room, right? You'd be having fun watching too, because I think Marv was in the chat and some other people were, and he was like, I've never even played this stupid looking game, and I gotta admit this game looks fun. Like you're watching people get hosed, and like that's just as entertaining as if you're the one actually playing. Whiplash, what do you think about that concept of like spectator in Mario Party is just as ludicrous as playing?
Oh, it is. Also, if I can address the other question before I got completely fucked on. Um, so like the reason I like D&D so much is because there's just the right amount of chance for hilarity, and plus it's really competitive, and on top of that it's got the perfect amount of community support. Like Matt Mercer created my favorite class of all time, which is the gunslinger. It's absolutely fantastic. Uh, it's just great. But yeah, I really love being able to spectate as well, and just the way the game gets played throughout the stages of interaction, and when it gets really down to the wire, it's just fun. Like you might as well pop you a bag of popcorn and watch, because you never know what's going to happen.
I like that. Now, I know Kat has to go soon, but I'll give her a word before she hops out. Kat, what are your last words and thoughts of the game?
Well, I just think it's fun. I mean, it's like I said, I think the competitive nature of it, while still like you can friendships aren't going to be ruined over it for forever, but maybe 5 minutes. And like you said, the fact that you can just watch and it's just as entertaining because of the trash talking back and forth, the team changing, the the games themselves sometimes are silly, sometimes they're fun, sometimes it was a controller. Um,
Yeah, that excuse.
I didn't jump there. You know, things like that. I just think it makes it like just entertaining as and especially like to watch because of all the different interactions you have with the different people and the fact that, you know, it's unique in that way. Where like you're gonna be butthurt, but only for a little bit.
Hmm. The butt hurtness has always been funny to me, just because like now I have to call you to the carpet on this one, because one of the things that you actually represent one of the quirks of the games, where you'll see the little trial run. You go, I don't understand this game. I'm gonna suck at this game. And then you end up winning. Rosalina wins. It's like,
Look, it's not my fault I catch on quickly.
uh huh. Like, I just think that it's hilarious because, like, Yosh, you weren't there for the other game that we played a couple weeks ago, but like, so Kat would do this, like, she did like 5 different games. So she's like, "Oh my god, I'm so terrible at this one. I just know I'm not gonna win. I'm horrible." And then she would win, and like, so she in the game where Koopa got completely hosed when he was dominating, and got rolled over in the last 3 turns. One of the things I found funny is, Yosh, I know I'm sure your sister would do the same thing. They have to gloat, like no one wins in Mario Party and just is like, oh yeah, I won. Like they have to gloat and like bask in their win. Yosh, what do you think about that?
Or you have to be sarcastic. That's more of my style. It's so you just look at their face because they're right next to you,
Right?
and you're like, seriously, you barely won.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So Kat was insufferable because she literally like got up from the couch, walked over to the TV, sat down in front of the TV, took out her phone, and then took a picture of her winning to post in the Discord. It's just like,
Based.
oh, just,
Based.
It was an underdog story for the ages.
yeah, of course it was.
Based
Congratulations.
cat.
My
And
favorite,
poor Koopa was
my
getting rolled.
favorite, my favorite was those 2 games where I got my comeback. I super chat you during a Nick stream, reminding you just who won those 2
Oh
games.
yeah. Oh god. Well, one of the things I find funny is, words. You may not know this, but there is a Mario Party game that looks like someone is jerking their meat. It's from the Wii game. Wait, do you guys remember that one? It's the soda pop something.
So I know which one. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I where it shows Mario.
Yeah. So words. I want you to. I'm gonna have to find the video just for you. So in this game, obviously Nintendo didn't include it in Superstars. You hold the remote, and you're supposed to be like shaking like a like a 2 liter like water bottle. Shake it up. So it's like shaking up a bottle, right? And then you open it and it explodes out, right? And you can imagine how this looks when all the Mario characters are going. So you're shaking the thing, you're shaking your remote, and it looks exactly the way you think it looks. And let me ask you this, Words: what kind of games would you like to see in a new Mario Party?
Mario Party.
What is going on with his volume?
What the hell?
Too loud, too quiet.
You're way too quiet.
How about now?
You need to go up way up.
Now?
Still go up.
How about now?
What
Like,
did you change?
I do not understand.
I have no clue what you did.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
For
Words.
whatever
What?
reason, it was pulling from my phone microphone. Weird.
Oh, yeah. Instead
So,
of the speaker.
so the image you described kind of reminds me of that scene from Boondocks where Delicious has that rap music video and he's shaking up the champagne,
Yep.
making that
Yeah,
face.
yeah. So Words. That's a real Mario Party game.
Homies over hoes.
Home is it's literally a game where you're literally shaking. It looks like you're beating your meat, and it's just like, bruh, like how that got through the sensors, I don't know.
I tagged him in the Discord with the gift from it. It's
Oh
hilarious.
yeah, Words. It's so bad, man. Like Words. What do you think about just the sheer variety of mini games? Because I told Kat about this. I said, I think that as you play Mario Party more and more, right, especially Superstars, since it's a compilation of the best games, you can't help but start thinking, was someone coked out of their mind when they made this game, right? Like what is your overall take on these mini games, Words? Like just like the lunacy of them.
Hello?
I don't know what's going on with his phone.
Fives?
Fives, are you there?
I think he literally died.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, we'll
Is
edit
it
that
not
in
working
post.
again?
No, I have no clue what's going on with your phone.
There we go.
Am I back now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell's going on. I was going to say, with the state of play in the game, it honestly reminds me of something you might be familiar with. It was called Discovery Zone. It was like a playhouse.
Oh yeah,
It was real popular back in the 90s.
Yep.
It's like that. It's like you join this game, and it doesn't matter really what you do. It's just freaking fun, and it's unbridled chaos.
Yeah, it's pure silliness. Like you saw the games, and like I remember you ended up getting like the most coins you had like 170 coins. I'm like, dude, wait, what? Like, and it's just like you look at the ways that things happen in the game, and like the items, like it's kind of funny because like we're in the Discord chat, and because you're new to the game, every one of the games is like brand new. It's almost like being a kid again. Like everything is new, and as like hearing your reaction to like just how absurd these games are, like it's why I've always said, like, you always got to imagine what is someone thinking when they're coming up with some of these mini games. You see what I'm saying? Because like some of them are so absurd, like even the Eats a Pizza, right? Like, because once again, it's all about the animations. Like Whiplash. Think about it. Your guys are basically in a bear crawl, right? And they're going it's like they're eating pizza. Like,
oh yeah,
like, you only think of that something like that if you're on a Coke binge.
Yep.
I mean, and of course, like and one of the things that I do love about the game, I want your take on this, Yosh. What do you think about the fact that only in a game like this you can add characters from like all over the Mario universe, right? Like, why a Shy Guy says it could have been any guy. It could have been Boo says, right? But of course, it's Shy Guy just because, right? Like, you just literally throw characters in there.
They should totally make Boo a playable character for Halloween.
I know, right?
That'd be the perfect Halloween update.
Boo was a playable character in some of the later games, actually. I think in 5 and above, he was a playable character.
Was he?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
And back to the practicing mini games, that was also a thing in Mario Party 3.
Oh, was it? Okay, yes, yeah, I missed 3.
Shy Guy Says is actually a kind of a throw off of Simon Says. That's why they.
Well, yeah, we know. Well, here's the thing though. In Simon Says, right? It has like the same like fake out, right? But one of the things that makes Shy Guy Says so unique, which is why I think everyone likes it, it's it's the music playing in the background, you know, dun, 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 and then like it's how much he fakes out, right? I mean, it's not like he's going like a little bit, like he's like full on doing like a fake out.
Oh, it's horrible.
It's horrible. You're like
put up the right.
Yeah, he's literally going like both right, left, right, and you're like you have like a millisecond to hit that button because if you don't, then that was it. You lost. It's like, you know, like the jump rope games and stuff like that, where you know it starts going to opposite directions. Like it's just the nature of some of these mini games. I think that it's almost like you said, like Word said, it's like Discovery Zone. It's like a throwback. Basically, everyone gets to be a kid for eternity while playing the game, right? You can be 50 years old, play the game. Like it's why I said Phil would love it because it's like you can be out of video games for, you know, 10, 20, 30 years. Hop right in and just be like, oh my God, I can't believe how much fun I'm having.
It's funny you say that. I just remembered there was one time it was two of my brothers and me. We actually convinced my mother to join, and she's not a gamer. This is a woman who's like never touched any form of new technology except for like a DVD player.
Of course.
She plays the game and she is loving it. She's almost like she also started gloating. I'm like, my gosh, she was such a kind woman. And then she just became a demon right after she
Isn't
won.
that funny? How like she started like smack talking and all that stuff. Like, it just brings it out of it. Like it's one of the things I found funny about the game is like these traits. Like you could get like the most like demure woman. She's like all nice and sweet. You put her on Mario Party and like she starts gloating, trash talking. And you're like looking like, who is this woman? I don't recognize you anymore. What happened?
I honestly thought I was gonna have to perform an exorcism. I'm like, what the hell just happened to my mother? Even my brothers were like, you guys are seeing this, right?
Yeah, right. Like it's so funny to get people like that into because like I've always said that people who are non-gamers, I think enjoy it more than gamers.
Try stealing one of their stars and see how they feel about you. When
the
countdown comes up, they're coming straight for you.
Well, like one of the things I've noticed about noobs is that like I think noobs winning by like through chance is like the best thing in video games because like they don't quite understand the game. They're starting to figure it out, and like as they start progressing through the game, when weird things start happening, like they're the one who gets the chance time. They're the one who gets the special block. Like when those kind of things happen. It's like as much as it's you know it sucks for you because it wasn't you that landed on the special block. It's like seeing them like realizing that they're starting to catch up and win is like that much more rewarding to you. Which, like I said, it's one of the things that makes it unique. Like if I tell somebody to play Fortnite, right? If Koopa's mom plays Fortnite, she's not going to enjoy herself. She gets launched out of the plane, lands into an arena where people have been playing the game forever. She gets gunned down over. You see what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be hard for her to really get over that skill ceiling, right? And yet, it's what Whiplash said. You can just hop right in and start playing, and you just have a blast. Especially if you're you're the guy getting bodied. Like Whip was getting bodied so bad, I almost felt bad for him. Like I was like, bro, like is this game just against him? Like, Yosh, he was losing in ways you couldn't even believe. Like. He'd be like, I'm finally going to get a star. Loses all of his coins on a Bowser chance. Then someone reverses Bowser in tow. Like back to back to back to back. He was just getting a hoe.
Just getting straight up yeeted on the entire time.
The thing that I found funny about the game in those kind of rounds is when a guy can literally get hosed for the entirety of the game. Like there wasn't one turn where he didn't get hosed. It was like, bro, like, have you won a game? Like, have you gotten lucky at all? Like, just the whole game, just getting.
The funny thing is, because you can have that happen, it's even funnier. This is unprecedented bad luck. What?
Oh God! While Koopa was winning every game,
where they're winning literally everything. Like Koopa is just like, bro, what?
Yeah. Koopa was winning games that he had no business to win.
Though.
Even on chance games, Koopa was winning. It was like, dude, there's no way you're winning games that are 100% chance. And he had a win streak.
That was totally fair. That was totally
Base.
fair. It was all skill. What are you talking
Base
about?
Koopa.
Or
Love to
Drexel,
see
you
it.
remember how you were always rolling low numbers, no matter how many times you rolled?
The
Oh my god, yeah.
disrespect
There
from
was
the
that game.
dice.
My guy just wasn't moving. 2, 1, 3. It's like, bro,
1 to 5.
everyone else had lapped me. I'm like, well, actually, you know what? That was the game. Words. I think that was the game that you missed. That was the same thing that happened to Whiplash. Whiplash just wasn't moving. So he just kept rolling low numbers. Like, so everyone's like lapping him and getting stars.
I was getting laughed so hard.
He's getting like 2s, like every roll. So he'd be get a 2. He's like, all right, I just gotta not get a 1 or a 2 so I don't land on the piranha plant to lose my coin. 1.
Dude, everybody started lapping me. Everybody started getting like all of the piranha plants to steal your stars and your coins.
Oh.
I felt so bad for you because on Peach's on Peach's birthday cake, you kept picking the seed that took you to Bowser.
Yeah, the Bowser seed.
That Bowser seed was BS, and I, for some reason, even when there was only like 2 left, I somehow still kept just bye.
Dude, then after the one time I finally didn't get the Bowser seed, someone warped me into Bowser territory.
Yeah, I think that might have been
bad.
Words, because Words used the warp block. No, it was a swap, right? He used the warp block and then swap with you. So when you finally were about to get ahead, you got warped to Bowser. It's like
Warped to Bowser.
That's one of the reasons why I like classic bonus stars, so you could actually have something to hunt for.
Oh, wasn't that the game where I caught one lucky break for like 5 seconds before it started yeeting me again, where I got on chance time?
Yeah, well, the chance time, like nothing will ever match Koopa losing in dramatic fashion. Like, when Cat won in literally 3 turns. Like,
yeah,
you sit there, you're like looking around, like, because I was trying to explain this to somebody. I was talking to Cat about this. I said, of all the things in the game, chance time is the most like you think about when you guys were young, right, and you're playing the game. When did everyone get the loudest? It was chance time, right? Because you land on it, anxiety is high, right? You're like, please don't let it be me. And so here it's spinning. Excuse me. The moment it said star swap, everyone's like, oh, and then you don't know who's gonna get swapped, right? But once you hit those blocks, man, they just see how people's whole game got ruined.
Drex, I gotta find this video.
That happened, everyone's just like Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots. War has changed.
Drex, I gotta find this video. So there was apparently somebody was like playing Mario Party, and they got chance time. Now this wasn't the 15 rounds. They did like a 40, 50 round game.
Oh no.
One dude had like 20 stars, one dude had 0.
No.
He got chance time. He got the guy with 40 to switch with him.
No.
And the guy went from last to first.
Oh no.
I gotta find this video.
You gotta find that and post it.
That was heartbreaking.
That's almost as painful as seeing the videos of people go from first to last in Mario Kart on the last turn. Like the amount of things that can happen. Like as you make the final turn, you got hit with the blue shell, and you're like, no, I can still win. Then someone hit you with a lightning bolt, and then you got run over by someone who was full size. Then you got hit with a banana peel all within like 5 seconds. You went from first to last in one turn.
Bunch of red shells too. Trust me.
Oh yeah, the red shell. Like the look on the person's face, because how pissed. They just like turn the shit off, and then you get the disconnect.
Internally, you could just see the.
You see there like. I told somebody, I go, there's nothing like watching someone's soul die. Like if you went from 40 stars to 0, you're like you think about it in those like longer turns. Koopa, those are like 2.5 hour games. When you go like 30 and I think it's like 30 and 50 turns is the max.
Yeah,
you're talking like 2 to 3 hours of playing. You wind up losing that in like the last like 2 or 3 turns. Dude, you just feel like just like all the wind is out of your sail, man.
Just the heartbreak. Like I said, that guy who had 40, who went from 40 to 0 in one turn, in one chance time.
One chance time, it all ends, and it's like, oh god, it's what I live for. It's the reason why, like I said, I believe it's one of the quintessential games, especially because in this one in particular, they took the best mini games. Because like you guys remember in Mario parties in the past, you had like really, really, really good mini games, and then like the kind of crappy ones, right? Like everyone, that's just the nature. Obviously it's very subjective. Some people like game X or game Y, but like I think overall in Superstars, because it's a compilation, I think you get the best experience. I'll leave each of you with the last word as we wrap up talking about Mario Party Superstars. We'll start with Whip. Whip, what is your overall take on it?
Honest to God, the only thing they could do to make this thing better is just add characters to the roster. I can't think of anything else. Oh, wait, no. There's a couple things you could do. Okay. All right. Here's how you perfect this game to be the ultimate Mario Party forever, right? You add characters to the game, then you add up to 8 players. Both couch co-op and online.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
So kind of like Smash
8-player
Brothers.
Mario Party, god tier.
Yeah. Here's the one thing that bothers me. I mean, obviously, it's why we got held up tonight. I just wish internet connectivity was reliable. You know what I'm saying? Because like,
Yeah.
how many times have you guys? I mean, it doesn't matter. You can pay, you can pay $150 a month. How many times have you been like, oh man, everything's good, I'm ready to go, and then like out of nowhere, internet drop, right? And like, it's like what happened in that game with Koopa, where Koopa was in the lead and then poof, gone, just drops out for no reason. Like it just happens. Like someone's internet drops out, and then that's kind of like the downside of having like the going online. It's why I've always said couch co-op is the ultimate form of video games. Like no amount of online can ever match couch co-op. And I think Mario and Smash, let's just say Nintendo games in general, I think Nintendo found out the elixir, which is couch co-op is the quintessential way to play games.
Well, the only thing that comes close, like genuinely close, is like if we all had webcams and we're in like a private Discord chat and we were all playing online, right?
Yep.
If we had all of that, that's the closest we could get to like actual in-person couch co-op. And to be totally fair, right? I think it's still really good, right? It's just there's that added level of like the atmosphere when you're right there, right? And you can almost capture it with this, right? Like what we're doing right now, like streaming all of this, shooting the shit, talking about how much we love Mario Party. Us playing it together, if we were like able to see each other's like facial expressions and interactions and all that, like that's the closest it gets, man.
Oh, absolutely. Well, though, one thing that I think that the game could do, I think Mario Party is the only game that if you got a noise complaint and someone came down to your place and started pounding on the door, hey, I said turn that shit down, and like you open the door and they're like, well, what the hell is going on here, man? Why are you guys being so loud? If the person had never heard of Mario, I think Mario Party is like the one game that can like bring neighbors together, right? Like they would come downstairs, be pissed at you, that you were making such a fuss. And they're like, yo, man, you know what I'm saying? What the hell you guys being so loud for? And then you explain, no, man, we're playing Mario Party. They're like, what the hell is Mario Party? It's like the rare time where you could say, yo, man, how about this? We're almost done with this game. Come in, and then you could join in the next round, right? It's like that rare game that a person could play, and then like they would like they would just get it. Like I see why people are loud and screaming and being obnoxious now, because like it's what kids do. I mean, adults are just louder than kids. So it's like, when you have 4, 5, 6 adults in a room and everyone's screaming and people are like, what the hell? Are they having a party in there? And it's like, oh God. But yeah, words. What about you? Last words on the game.
In terms of making it better, the only thing I could suggest would be putting it on the Steam library so that you could cross-play between Nintendo Switch and the Steam Deck.
Yep.
And like Whiplash was saying, add more players.
I will say this though. The only reason why I think it's good at 4 is I want you guys to think about this, right? If you're playing Smash Bros. Up to 8 players, the game is still relatively quick for how long you can play, right? But if you have, let's say you had 8 guys in Mario Party, do you guys have any idea how long that would take to go? Like, think about how each round would go, right? I just think it would take too long.
Well, what you'd have to do, in my opinion, to like balance that and make it okay, is that like you have to have less turns for 8 players.
Yep. Or here's something else you could do. If you don't hit the controller in time, like so let's say like it's all right, man. It's Koopa's turn. If Koopa doesn't hit that button within like let's say 5 seconds, the computer automatically rolls
it skips
for him.
his turn.
No, yeah, well, you don't want it to skip. Like it'll just auto do whatever, right? It's
It would auto play for you.
Yeah, it would auto play. So that way, everyone has to make a decision within literally 5 seconds, right? Whether you're going to open up your item menu, whatever. Because otherwise, 8 players, I think it would take too long to get through a round. But Koopa, what about you?
You have to do something to like mitigate delay of game.
Yeah. Because otherwise, you'd be playing a 15 round game for like 2 hours with 8 people. Koopa, how about you? Exactly. What are your last thoughts?
I want all of the boards because I've noticed we only have like 4 boards.
Peaches. Yeah, I think is it 6? Wait, how many boards is it? Is it 6? 6 boards, right? 4.
Peaches birthday cake.
5.
The Boo level.
Was it 5?
The 5.
Yeah, that's right. Because each one is a star of difficulty.
Yoshi
right?
Tropical Island, Peach's birthday cake, Space Island, Woody Woods, and Horland.
Yeah, I want more. I want more stages. Like more variety of potential boards we can play, not just the 5. I like the 5, but like give us more of the boards from Mario Party 1, not just Peach's birthday cake. Give us more of the boards from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Give all the boards and literally make this the ultimate Mario Party experience, like Smash Ultimate, and we got a golden Mario Party game.
I think that would be the best. Like, because like you said, when it comes to like the best mini games, I think that's fairly easy to take because like everyone I think has a general idea of the best. Like, cause I think everyone loves Shy Guy Says. Everyone loves the jump rope game. Slock Hard Derby. Like there's certain games that like people just like, but when it comes to boards, I think that it's like you're right. Just have all the boards and then like whatever you either love it or hate it, right? Like,
well,
but
that's
at least you're
the thing,
giving all
right?
Of them.
If you have all the playable characters, all the boards. Up to 8 players, and what we were talking about with like game delay mitigations and all of that. If you have all of that, it's the perfect Mario Party because what they already have now, in addition to the games, is that you can favorite as well as pick what kinds of games you're getting too. So, like, say you're a group that doesn't like the chance games, right? Just the skill ones. You can choose to have those. And then when you favorite games on top of that, those will be the ones that get picked too.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you can literally have your perfect selection of mini games for whoever you're playing with. So, like, if you just add that content, you literally have the golden Mario Party game.
You know what's crazy is that there's such an easy solution to this. They literally could just DLC it. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
They can literally just add it into the game.
Nobody would complain. Nobody would complain.
You guys saw? I heard someone told me Mario Kart 8 Deluxe had like some huge DLC pack a while back.
Oh yeah, they added a ton of tracks.
Literally doubling the courses from 48 to 96.
Oh wow. Yeah, but you think, what stops Mario Party from just like Nintendo just be like, yo guys, we added another 12 boards or 50 mini games or something, right? Just why not? I honestly, I think that would make it because you don't need to make a new Mario Party. Just do that, right? Just add the DLC.
Add the DLC, bring back all the fun levels, all the fun like there's hidden gems from each level, not just the main ones they chose. We have a huge list of what we can do in terms of Mario Party. Mario Party was definitely fun. Drex, if we get to a certain level, we should do a 32 round Mario Party game and see how it goes.
Oh yeah. Do
I don't know, was it Migtown podcast 50K subscribers?
Yeah, right.
And
Mario Party Meltdown or something.
Mario
Like
Party Meltdown 30.
the
Oh, that'd be great.
That'd be
the
Count me
phenomenal.
in. I'll
Well,
take the day off.
the thing is though, is that like one of the things I find funny is that like the lunacy of the game allows for people to like because I saw the YouTube streamer Nero, because I remember he used to be a Smash guy before all that controversy, but I remember he was streaming. He put like it was like a clip, right, of just some of the. It was that game where the snapshot game, right, where everyone's fighting to get on the little platform before the picture is taken. And when you just see the ways that like you can get hosed, like it's like the game has like new ways to get yeeted. Like you're sitting there like there's just no way, right? Like it's like it's kind of like what happens in Mario Party and Smash Bros. It's like this look of total disbelief at how you just got yeeted.
I still don't know how I won a lot of those mini games.
I mean, just like you're sitting there like there's just no way. Like weird hit detection. Somehow, a person just like lucks into everything. So yeah, it's great. Like Yosh, what are your last words on the game?
Honestly, I think that things are a little too easy for Bowser in the end game. So I'd love if they added a friendship destroying mode where everything gets worse. Like chance time is like now doubled. Bowser can steal stars if you lose mini games.
Oh yeah.
Because all Bowser does if you lose mini games is steal 10 coins, and at end game that's nothing.
True.
I love
So you want class 4 chimp outs at people's houses now?
Yes. No, he was able to do this in Mario Party 6. It'd be randomly like half your coins, all your coins.
Oh.
It'd be a star, and everyone would be heated during a Bowser minigame.
I remember he actually used to do this in Mario Party 1. He actually used to steal stars in Party 1.
Yeah. That was in the original, right? He stole stars, right?
Yeah,
Not
he
for
used to steal
minigames,
stars.
though.
No, not for mini games. If
but-
you land like, you could get you. I think you got on Bowser, and that it was an option, right? Because remember he has like the little Rolodex,
roulette.
right? I think the little roulette. I think that was one of them. I think he could take a star from you.
He does it in this game too, but like for mini games, like when you land on a Bowser mini game and it's like turn 25 out of 30, everyone has like 50 coins. Losing 10 coins is nothing.
True. Yeah. Losing stars is what hurts the most at the end of the game.
I'd like some extra mini games, more boards, more characters. I honestly think Nintendo might do another Direct relatively soon for that. I hope they actually do add more things for this game.
Have you heard anything? I would have to look it up just to see if like there's like any like rumor or something, because like I think that would be a huge deal. Like if they added the amount of content that they added from like in Mario Kart. But yeah, thanks everybody for coming on. Kat, Yosh, Koopa, Words, and Whip for coming on talking about a game that I think anyone can pick up. So yeah, if you're out there and you've never heard of the game or never seen it, definitely go to a store or ask a friend who's got a Switch to try out Mario Party Superstars, because it has a different level of fun. It's all like just silly. Literally anyone can play and have a blast playing. So definitely check it out. Mario Party Superstars, available on Nintendo Switch. And we are out, everybody. Peace out.
Thanks for having me on again. Pleasure as always.
Thanks for having me on, Drex.
Thanks for having me
On
on.
the flip side.
And stay frosty.
All right. Peace out, Kings. Stay toxic.
See ya.
Ditto.
All right, I posted a video with Manic earlier. He made